Warning, this video is only for 14 and up, and if you're under, please leave this video because I will not be accused of something I don't want to be accused of. Please, if you're under, leave the video. Stories go through the air. You can listen and you cannot. But stories are here to help. Understand what is right and what is wrong. But sometimes stories can do the opposite. There's no right or wrong. You have to form your own opinion. But that is not what you're here for. You're here to listen to this silly little god of this channel. Listens to his mind going on about his stories, about the different worlds where he's traveling to, and where he can make some small different in a timeline. Welcome to the Blue Mask What If channel. Hello everybody, this is Blue Mask and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys will enjoy. Let's begin. Hello everyone, this is Blue Mask. As you can hear, I'm not sick, don't worry. This is just very early for me. I've just woken up like an hour ago. I'm still sleepy. So, yeah, and my voice has a little problem right now. Maybe this is better? Yeah, this is much better. Sound like my normal voice. But anyways, welcome back to episode 1, or part 1. Except this is actually part 2. It's a weird thing I did back in the day. Not back in the day, like a year ago, maybe when I started this, or 2. Yeah, so this is part 1 of season 3 of What If Deku was in Danmachi. Last time I recorded, Bell Cornell was in a training ground and training with his bow and arrow, with eyes coming over to stop him. And both of them went out to do something in Orario. I don't remember when. And after that, an alarm came on, and both Eyes and Belle went to the Loki Familia home. There they met some members of the Loki Familia, minus I would say Riveria wasn't there, and probably 1 or 2 random members of the Loki Familia wasn't there. But they also met Mina and Kirishima because they were there. I think I said they were there for a spar with Tayona and Tayoni, or something random. I don't know. But they announced that Reikia was attacking them again. Sorry. Reikia was attacking them again, and they have been prepared. But we turned to the Reikia camp where a cages was filled with monsters. That's where we last left off, and that's where I will continue from. Not exactly that point, but different point in time. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Let's begin. So, we start off not inside of Orario exactly. We're more on the outer wall near Orario's south gate. Yeah, south gate. We see some caravans coming, some few caravans coming up to Orario's gate with boxes inside of it. Walking beside it is around 6 adventurers. 4 unnamed adventurers and 2 we know, Belle Cornell and Luffia well, Lufia well, it's Lufia. Both Belle and Lufia is in the back of, well, the line where two are at the front of the caravan, the line of 5 caravans. So two of them are at the front with the first card and the second card. Then the middle part is handled by the 2 other unknown, and the behind is Lufia and Belle. You are probably asking why this is happening? Well, the war against, against Ares Familia against Aurario has took an odd turn in the second day. First day, it was more preparing the city for, like, 5 days of, well, not getting many supplies. But the war of some sort has gone differently than anyone thought, because Ares is using monsters for fighting. But these are weaker monsters, but he has gotten something to do. Because these monsters are from, like, floor 17 to 15 to 17, those floors exactly, of power, meaning minotaurs, hellhound powers, and that sort of stuff. And they have been spread out across monsters, goblins, lizard men from the outside, or any kind of different monsters has been thrown at Aurario. Even though they were quickly defeated because of the adventurers, it has taken a while for them to cut them down. So more supplies has been called in from farms that is helping Aurario to, well, to feed themselves, because they don't know how long, well, Ares is gonna fight them. That's what Belle and Lufia is doing with the 4 other adventurers. Belle was walking beside Lufia with the carts while going inside of the city. How long do you think this is gonna last? To be honest, I don't know. This time, Ares has taken it a little too far. Lufia looked out at where the battle are supposed to be. A few meters away, well, like, they can see where some men are rushing towards. Some monsters are rushing towards Aurario, but it's stopped by adventurers. That's level 5 and higher. The guild has asked stronger familiar members with level 5s and above to handle this, because they are not trusting that level 4s could probably be beaten. So they asked level 5 adventurers to take care of it. But because of it's been a few months since, well, the incident on floor 59, if I'm correct, or floor 58, the levels has gone out, with Beat Tyona being level 6 now, and Lufia being level 4. Belle, if I'm correct, is level 3 right now, so those two cannot fight in this sort of war. So both of them are just helping out, getting some supplies inside of the city and everything else. Both of them are watching for, well, if Ares' army are gonna attack their supplies. But luckily for them, nothing is happening. So, anything else planned today? No, not exactly. Just maybe get my studies up and learn more about the Hawkeye, Hawk's Eye. Looking up at, well, Lufia's hawk above them. Bell looking up, looking at his, smiled as well. Yeah, that is, well, good to train that. But I think I'm gonna train a little with my sword. Kinda neglecting that for a little while, so I have to train that up again. That makes sense. Who are you gonna train with? It was supposed to be Eyes, but she's a little busy. That makes sense. But, maybe I can ask Wealth to help me out? No, he's not a fighter, he's more of a smith and he's more. Maybe ask some of your other friends. Isn't that, Mikoto? Girl not from the, War Gods familiar? Yeah, maybe I can train with her for a little while. This is just annoying. Why now? Bell sighed when both Lufia and Bell walks into the city, completing their mission and getting their reward from the gate guards that hired them to make sure the caravans can come inside. Both of them walks back to the Hestia Familia that was closer, talking more and more and reaching the, well, Hestia home, walks inside and Bell and Lufia actually goes into the library for, well, Bell just hang out with his sort of half-sister, aka his adopted sister. Just to hang out with her a little more. Reading some few books and everything else. After that, Bell is... Sorry. Bell walks out of the library after talking to Lufia and about some few books he has written. Wrote. Read, fuck my head. Wrote. Read, he has read some books. Mostly hero books and that, because he's still a hero nerd. Agent hero nerd. Walking out of the familiar home, he went over to Take's Familia and asked Mikoto if she wants to spar some days. Because he doesn't know how long this fight will take and he needs a sparring partner. Because the dungeon is a little bit closed for a few days, but still being handled by some familiars. Mikoto, hearing this, agreeing to, sparring with Bell. And this routine happens over 2 days. Bell going on these incursion out of the city to help supplies coming inside. For 2 hours every day, hanging out with Lufia in the meantime, hanging out with her more after that, talking, sparring with Mikoto for these 2 days, and actually getting his swordmanship up, or hunting sword skills up. And he also hangs out with Oka, Mikoto, and Chikusa at that point, actually meeting Take again. Taking Akusha again. But on the 3rd day of this, Bell and Lufia are standing on the walls of Orario, looking over the city. Not the city, but the battlefield they can see below them. What they see is kind of weird because the Ares army has used monsters for like 5 days at this point. And now they have been using more stronger monsters. And one of them being the plant creatures. Where the hell did they get that? I don't know. Both of them looked over the battlefield with both of them seeing the killing of the both violas or the divine monsters. They see killed the vine monster being killed by two adventurers from the Freya Familia, being the two Palom brothers. They don't know who it is actually. The one with the axe and one with the, I think there's a hammer. Yeah, I think there's a hammer. Killing both of them. Both of them looked confused to each other, and Bill asked, "Should we check on their camp, seeing what the fuck actually is going on? Maybe we can give them information. That sounds like a good idea." Both Luthia and Bell activate Hawk's Eye. And when they looked at it, both Bell's and Luthia's hawks are over them and was flying over to, the camp. I may actually ask, but I have never actually known how our hawks came to be. Are they magical? Oh, yeah, I don't think you were there when that got explained. Back when we visited my mom and aunt and uncle, I was kinda get the explanation to how they exist. The hawk or hawks exactly aren't real animals. What? What do you mean? Well, they are birthed by a hawk, but it's more of the spirit hawk of the family. So every time a member is born, a hawk will be born at the same time. But I was not a part of the family. For my understanding, it has future sight of some kind. It can't see the actual future, but your hawk will be born. So when you became a part of my family, the hawk flew to you. Same as my own. It flew to me. Seeing that my power was awakening. So they're magical spirit creatures? But more like magical animals. They're animals, they can die, but they will not permanently die because they're connected to us. When we die, they die. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Wait, no, we cannot feel their pain, they cannot feel our pain. Okay, that makes sense. Their hawks at this point was over the Rakia, there it is, Rakia army's camp, and Bell saw, God, there's a lot of cages that's empty now. You don't say. But wait. What is it? Why is a part of the army retreating? What? Right side of the camp. Look over there. Bell looked through his hawk's eye and saw that they're going away from Aurario? Are they... Do they not want to be in Ares' army? No, they're taking monsters with them. Where are they going? Bell looked over the camp again before he ordered his hawks to follow the man that was walking away. Or no, he makes his hawk land near for where he presumed Ares is. And luckily for him, he hears Ares' orders. I want more monsters! Sir, that's all we could have had. You're wasting them so much. I said I want more monsters. Or anything. Yes, I do understand that, sir, but isn't this... We have tried multiple times to take over Aurario. This will not work. It will be. Besides, I sent a group up to the mountains. I heard the Argonaut bloodline is still alive. That is just a myth, God Ares. Don't let anyone make you believe it. Oh, this is something I know personally. The Argonaut bloodline is still alive. And we can use them. Bell, shock of hearing this, makes his hawk order to come back to him. Lufia, not hearing this, looked at Bell in surprise when he stood up immediately. What's wrong? They're not retreating. They're going after our family. Wait, what? I made my hawk land near Ares, and I heard his plan. He knows our bloodline. Oh no. If our family doesn't know, they will be captured. What do we do? We cannot just leave. Hestia is not here. She's down in the battlefield, and we cannot go there. No, we cannot, but our hawks can. What, a note? No. Not a note. Just make her come to us. When his hawk landed near Bell ordering it to get Hestia. And Lufia's hawk was ordered to get Loki. Near the battlefield, Hestia was looking over her familiar members, taking out the monsters and knocking out some of the Rekia men that was fighting the Aurorians. This has gone on for way too long, and Hestia has not a good feeling. I don't like this. Hestia looked at Nezu that was beside her. Truly, we have the same mind, my goddess. I do not like this either. God's Ares has gotten more reckless, using monsters. Yes, but I have another feeling that's not good. How so? I feel like something will go wrong or right to us. But I have no clue. At that point, Bell's hawk landed on, Hestia's shoulder. Bell's hawk. It started to grab Hestia's hair and pull her trying to pull her to, well, Orario. What are you doing? It seems Belle's hawk wants you to follow it. But maybe Belle wants to talk to me then. Certainly. Hestia ordered Nesu to stay and take over command, and asked, I would say, Aizawa to come with him. Well, Hestia asked Aizawa to come with him. Come with her, not him, her. Come with her back to Orario. After walking away from the battle, she sees Loki that was in another quarter of the battle, walked over to, well, Hestia. Did Lufia's hawk call you? Yes, she did. Have any clue? No. Loki, Hestia, plus Riveria, by the way, she also is walking with Hestia. And Aizawa walked back to Orario after, 15 minutes of walking, and the Hawks led them to Lithia and Belle. So why did you call our goddess Belle? It seems very inappropriate to, take her away. It's, we spied on the Rekia army for us because we got worried. Oh, you did? Got any info? Yes, and it's very important. What is it? The Rekia army has, some of its forces is moving towards the mountains. They're retreating? No, they're not. Ares knows. Knows about what? Knows about the Argonauts. Wait, are you saying Eyes knowing about the Argonauts because of Belle and the others telling him is afraid now. He's gonna attack them. I see. That is not a great outcome. Riveria looked at Loki and Hestia Hestia that was thinking, and Loki figuring out what the fuck Ares were doing. He has taken 5 monsters and 30 men towards the mountains. I don't know if my aunt and uncle or mom can even use their hawks anymore. I didn't see theirs, and I don't think they're patrolling the area. You are afraid? Riveria asked, and Belle nodded. I'm afraid of my family. My extended family. I'm asking you... I need to go back. Belle. Hestia looked at him sternly. I'm not saying this because I want to leave Orario. I'm not. You want to go back to protect your family. Yes. We are afraid if he gets there and takes some of our familiar members. My family. Our family. He can use them in this war and others. Yes. Both Loki and Hestia looked at each other and... Alright. Take your time. Take anyone from our familia. I don't think we have a choice. What do you mean? They're leaving. They left like 20 minutes ago. I think my family up in the mountains can handle these guys. You and Lufia is gonna leave on your own. Yes, we know the way. Riveria, you must trust us here. Belle, we can't leave you. Please. Are you sure? Loki asked with a serious tone. Yes. Both Lufia and Belle looked at her. That is our family. If they get captured, if my aunt and uncle get captured, we will be in trouble. Who is your aunt and uncle? You never told us their name. Loki looked at Riveria, Belle, and Lufia because they didn't tell who their aunts and uncle are because keeping that a secret. Belle looked down and Alfia and Sard. Did you say Alfia and Sard? Eyes? No. Aisawa hearing this is fucking terrified. Yes. They're alive? Yes, they're alive. You two pack your bags. You're going immediately. Hestia looked at Riveria and Eyes. We are going back to the battle and informing Finn and Nesu. Hestia looked back at Lufia and Belle. You two. You got ready to fight. You need to protect your family, no matter the cost. Both of them nodded and rushed back down. Well, rushed off the wall. Eyes looked back at his goddess. Do you trust Belle's family, goddess? As much as I don't, it's Belle's family. I cannot hurt them. You cannot hurt them. I am a family goddess. You understand? I understand. Walking down from the wall and going back to the battle. Nezu, Finn, and Freya and Otter, because they're part of the battle because the army retreated, looked at him in, curious of why they were not there. So, what was Belle's, message? Freya, Finn, and Otter, not knowing that it was Belle calling them, looked shocked. Belle and Lufia spied on the Rekia camp. And some part of Rekia's army is going out towards the mountain where Belle's family lies. Oh, I see. What's so special? Freya asked curiously. The special about it, Belle's family is mostly powerful. If the Rekia army captured them, forcing them to fight for them, Eyes looked out to the battle. We would lose this heavily. Why so? Freya looked at Eyes that looked back at her. But Eyes didn't answer. Hestia did. Sard and Alfia lives in that village. What? Are you saying that Sard and Althea lives in that village? Freya said in complete shock. Yes. So you're saying if they get captured, we would be worse off than now? Hestia looked out to the battle. They are going to the mountains and getting their family ready for the fight. I could send... No, don't send anyone. This is Belle's and Lufia's family. Freya looked at Hestia in confusion. You owe me an explanation. I can. When it's time. Don't worry, Freya. But don't step over my boundaries. You know my warning. I know. Hestia looks out to the battle and seeing that the retreating army is still there, but this time waiting, recovering. I hope Belle and Lufia can get to their family as fast as they can. And that is gonna be it from this episode. I know it's short, but I think I will make the first 4 parts short, and then I'm going into some more parts that's more longer. But this is mostly what I have been thinking about what's gonna happen in this episode, so hope you guys enjoy that. If you have any questions about any of my series, please leave a comment in I Play Through World Again series, or I tried Monster Hunter World Iceborne for the first time. Yes, a sort of new series is on my channel. Hope you guys will enjoy that. Probably be posting another episode in a couple of hours since this one. I want to fight new monsters. Just saying. Hope you guys enjoyed. Good morning, goodbye, farewell, see you later. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, my blue masks. Subscribe, like, and comment. What most important one is comments, of course. Hope you guys enjoyed my videos. Hope you guys will watch more videos. Good morning, goodbye, farewell, see you later. Have a wonderful, 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 wonderful day, my blue masks. Fucking in my nose. Bye-bye!